Mobb Deep's album Infinite is a posthumous masterpiece that feels whole. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything for Everybody. And today we'll be talking about Mobb Deep's Infinite album. This year has been an incredible year for hip hop, an era where legends aren't just returning, they're evolving. And when we talk about evolution, few stories hit harder than this one. Mobb Deep's Infinite doesn't just satisfy nostalgia, it reaffirms legacy. Nas and Mass Appeal deserve credit for curating a project that gives our generation something rare, which is new and authentic music from icons who define the sound of our adolescence. Let's start at the core. Mobb Deep came out of Queensbridge, an environment that forged a sound as raw as the concrete it came from. From the infamous to Hell on Earth to murder music, Prodigy and Havoc built a dark, poetic realism that became a blueprint for East Coast rap. Shook Ones Part 2 wasn't just a record, it was an attitude, a temperature reading of the mid-90s streets. Fast forward to 2025, Prodigy is no longer with us and Havoc carries the torch alone. When he announced Infinite, the anticipation was heavy, the skepticism louder. Could it feel complete without both voices? Turns out it could. Havoc and Mass Appeal's Legend Has It campaign treated the album like scripture, reverent, detailed, and intentional. The production, handled mainly by Havoc with Alchemist's cinematic touches, honors Mobb Deep's sound without freezing it in amber. Against the World sets the tone with eerie strings and trumpet and that cold Queensbridge tension that we miss. Havoc's production breathes. It's sparse but alive. Then the tracks Easy Bruh and Look at Me show his balance between menace and maturity. The guests, tastefully chosen. Clipse return with icy precision. Nas floats through Down For You like it's time traveling from It Was Written, and Her adds shimmer to the soul. Even Big Noi, Ghost, and Ray pull up, reminding us that this is a New York style album. Alchemist's 4 contributions, Gunfire, Taj Mahal, and Score Points, and My Era act as tonal pivots. They don't interrupt Havoc's vision, they color it. Gunfire hits like a seance, Taj Mahal plays like a spooky dream, and I love how Prodigy interpolates Jay-Z's Let's Do It Again on My Era. Feels like a victory lap, it's nostalgic. Prodigy name drops and respects the artist from his era, the era that I grew up in. He shouted out Hov and Nas, and I feel a heavy sense of resolve knowing that Prodigy was able to get on wax and put the Jay-Z beef behind him and show love on the track. That was really dope. The heart of Infinite is Prodigy's voice, raw, wise, and hauntingly alive. These aren't AI reconstructions or pieced together scraps. These are real verses recorded before his passing. Mixed with care, he still spits like a general. It's reflective but dangerous. Havoc matches that energy, older but sharper, seasoned by loss and survival. The balance between grief and grit makes this project more than a posthumous release. It's communion. Infinite isn't just a tribute, it's a resurrection. It captures what Mobb Deep always represented, unflinching authenticity. The beats are cinematic yet concrete. The bars carry memory and menace, and the chemistry, though suspended in time, is still there. For me, as a person who respects the process and the art that is presented by the artist, I can't really delineate a hiccup here on this album. We have to accept it for what it is and be happy to hear something fresh and new from one of our fallen icons. If there were any hiccups, the album's cohesion outweighs any missteps. For a generation raised on Havoc's drums and Prodigy's pain, Infinite is closure without compromise. It reminds us that legacies don't die, they evolve, echo, and return when the streets need them the most. But that's my time, y'all. Thank you for watching another episode of Everything for Everybody. I hope y'all check out this new Mobb Deep Infinite album. I think it's dope. It exceeded my expectations. I didn't know what to expect. You know, we've had unfortunately a lot of posthumous albums from rappers and singers and stuff, and like sometimes they don't always capture the magic, but I feel like Prodigy is still alive listening to this album. You know, I still felt his spirit flowing straight through. It's that pain that he had with him that kind of just could supersede and translate through the track and all that, you know what I mean? So I would love to hear what you guys think about this album in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification or that notification bell so that you can be updated on everything I got going on. Make sure to go back and check out my other episodes. And I thank you for tuning in, and thank you for all the new subscribers. If you like my content and you like what I do, you like what I talk about and how I review albums, share this, share the clips with people, you know what I mean? So we can get this going, all right? I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace.